All right, so there are general habits and there are productive habits. But today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 stoic habits that will literally change your life in 5 minutes. And there are a lot of things that we as human beings genuinely have to take seriously to make our lives seem a little bit better than what it is every single day. First habit I'm going to be sharing with you is journaling. As little or as easy as you feel like this method or this habit is, it is really going to change your life. And if you are able to sit down for 5 minutes to 7 minutes, trying every day to put the things that are happening in your mind, in your head, in space up here, down on paper and analyze these things carefully and know how to approach your problems or your goals each day, a lot of things are going to change for you. Now, there are a lot of journaling techniques that a lot of people do follow. There's the brain dump, there's the gratitude journaling, there's the scrapbook journaling, there's the junk journaling. There are different types. However you decide to do it, it's up to you. But the goal here is to sit down every single morning with yourself, with your thoughts. No music in the background, no extra noise or whatever, or someone distracting you. Just you, yourself, and a pen and a paper. You might be wondering, okay, now I have my pen, I have my paper, I have myself, and I have my thoughts. What am I going to be doing with all of these things that morning? Fine. First off, you're going to be visualizing the amazing things that are going to be happening to you either that day, in the next coming month, or in the next year. This thoughts or this mindset will later shift you into knowing how to plan your day or your weeks or your month based on the things that you genuinely want to achieve for yourself. Most of the problems that you see as big are not really as huge as they are. They're pretty small. And you constantly have to remind yourself that there is someone up there in control who is really intentional about your life and who is really intentional about the things that genuinely happen to you. Now, every single day I try as much as I can to make sure this habit is stuck with me, and I journal just for like 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And every single journal that I put down every day might depend on how I feel that morning. Some days I genuinely just want to be thankful and grateful for the things that I have and the things that have happened to me and the things that I know that are coming. I just spend time being so grateful and just gratitude journaling that day. And other days, if I feel like I'm a little heavy up there, I decide I'm gonna spend time brain jumping. Now, this is literally where you just have a pen and a paper and literally write down every single thing in your brain the way it is. No filters, nothing. You're writing for yourself. You're not writing for anyone. You're not writing for your future child or husband or anybody that is going to come and read what you have. You are not writing this for anybody, you are writing this for yourself. So you are going to take that into consideration and write as open as you can. Don't try to hide anything, because the more you try to conceal some things, you're just going to be doing yourself a little bit more harm. If you feel like your brain is just not in a really good place that day, write it. Like, my brain is not in a really good place today, I don't really know what to do about it. And then start asking yourself questions while you write. This is a sort of therapy, because a lot of us, especially in this part of the world, we genuinely do not really have therapy. We don't have that opportunity to really go to therapy or have therapy every single day. But the moment that you start writing these things on paper, your mind starts to bring up questions on its own. Like, why don't you feel this way? Why don't I feel this way? Why do I want to stop this? Why don't I want to stop this? If I'm going to stop this, what am I going to replace it with? And over time, you start to answer them and realize how to progress or what to take out of your routine or of your daily life that might just make you seem a little better. A lot of people think when they hear the word journaling, they have to write down a full page or a full 2 pages. You genuinely do not have to do any of that. If you wake up that morning and all you can genuinely write is one single sentence or one paragraph, then that's fine. Just make sure that you are sitting down with your thoughts alone and putting them down on paper and analyzing how you feel and understanding yourself a lot more. It is something that is going to help you in your own self-discovery journey as a person, and I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. The second habit you're going to start working on from tomorrow is going for walks. This can be morning walks, this can be evening walks. And another way that you can actually make it a little more interesting is aiming for something. So you can take a walk to watch the sunrise, you can take a walk to watch the sunset. I love taking walks to watch the sunset. The sky changes color every time the sun is setting. The sun gives a more golden brown vibe, and it's so beautiful to see. And it makes you to see how beautiful life is. And sometimes you might actually think deeper and really see into your own life, see how beautiful your life is, see the good things that are happening to you, and appreciate them. Walks are a kind of magic. They clear your head. They put you back together. They really do. You don't have to walk with a destination in mind. Just come outside. It could be for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It doesn't really have to be like a form of exercise. Definitely there's the exercise part where people actually have to walk for like 30 minutes to an hour or 2 hours to get their 5k steps or their 10k steps. You can definitely take that into consideration. But the type of walks I'm talking about here is intentionally just coming outside to look at nature, to look at the environment, to look around and see what is going on out here. Even if you work a 9 to 5, even if you work remotely, find a moment to come outside and take a little walk. And if you can't take a little walk, spend time looking at the sky. Do something that helps you to come in contact with nature. You really need to be in contact with nature as often as possible. Whenever you're on these walks, if you feel like talking to yourself, it's fine. I do that a lot of times, and if someone feels like, or it seems like, oh, this person is probably crazy, but I'm not, a lot of times I genuinely need to have conversations with myself. We don't talk about this often. Having conversations with yourself is so important. A lot of us, we have conversations with people, we listen to people, we speak back to them, we advise them, we tell them, oh, do this, it will make you feel better, oh, do that, you would love it. But we don't have these conversations with ourselves. And the moment they share some sort of thing that they are struggling with, we are so quick to empathize with them and give them some sort of comfort. But when it happens to you, you are so far back at giving yourself comfort that you genuinely need. We are so far away from it. So allow yourself to talk to yourself more. If you don't want to do it outside, feel free to do it in the comfort of your room and allow your mind to wander. Have that conversation with yourself. Try to filter the ones that you really need to hold on to and the ones that you need to discard. Number 3 STOIC habit you're going to start trying from tomorrow is you're going to be an observer. You're going to look around and observe more around you. You're going to observe if the sand around you is wet or is dry, if the wind is blowing to the left or to the right, if the sky has changed color, if there are stars out in the sky. You're going to be observing the little things that are going on around you. This allows you to slow down, because a lot of us are just going past life. We're just coming outside, going to where we're going to, coming back. We are not looking around. So be an observer from tomorrow. When you're taking that walk outside, when you're speaking to your friend and a bird comes around, look at that bird. Notice how the beaks are blue or red. Notice how the eyes are colored in a certain way. Be more interested in the life that is around you, because sometimes it helps you to see how valuable your own life is. The 4th STOIC habit you're going to hold on to is the fact that you're going to take small steps and you are going to remember that you are not in control of everything. Now, this is kind of like two things merged into one, and I really wanted it to be merged into one like that. First of all, there are a lot of things I want to achieve as human beings, and most times when we do little things every day, it kind of seems like nothing is really happening. But in retrospect, these little steps, these little things we are putting together, they are compounding. I'm going to give you an instance. If you decide to take a walk for 10 minutes a day, every single day, you are going to see a huge change, probably like in 2 months later, 3 months later, compared to when you decide to take a walk for 2 hours, 3 hours in one day and probably never go back to it again. Or you take a walk for 2 hours in one day and you come back in next 2 weeks. And that's because growth like this happens like grass. A lot of times when you see grass growing, if you look at that grass today, look at that grass tomorrow, look at that grass 3 days, 4 days, you're looking at that grass every single day, you most likely might not notice that there is a change in height or there is a change in anything that's probably happening to them right now. But if you look at the grass today and you come back in the next 7 days or in the next 14 days to come and look back at that same grass, you'll probably notice that the grass has probably grown either in volume or in height or something. The grass has grown, something has changed about it. Exactly. So in every single thing you probably plan to achieve, take little steps in achieving them. If you're going to work out, instead of working out for 2 hours and pressing your phone every 15 minutes within that 2 hours, decide to work out for 30 minutes and you're going to be doing workouts for 30 minutes straight every single day, and all of those little habits will compound to give you greater results. So take little steps, because those little habits compound over time into something really big, really massive that your eyes are probably just not seeing from the day-to-day activities. The second part in this habit is understanding that you are not in control of everything, and that is why I really wanted these to be together, because whenever you look at a grass growing, you are not in control of how fast the grass grows, how wide the grass grows. The only thing you are in control of is waiting and seeing the results, and also probably watering it. Let's say we're talking about a different plant. The only thing we can be in control of is watering the plants, taking them out to get some sunlight, making them feel good. Those things that are within our control are the things that we should focus on doing. The other things outside of our control will still happen whether we are practically involved in it or not. So for someone who is a content creator, someone who is trying to make their lives better, focus on showing up every single day, doing the work every single day. The views are beyond your control, the results are beyond your control, but the thing is, consistency would always find a way to reward you. You have to hold on to that. Holding on to things like this are what makes us to continue, because we see the bigger picture. We know that something great is right here. I'm still going at it. I'm not close yet. I'm probably even so close, But if I stop now, I won't get to it. So I have to keep going. And that is the mentality that you really want to hold on to. The final stoic habit I will be sharing with you is to be kind and do good to others. The love of neighbor is so important for you to have. It doesn't really take anything for you to be a little more generous to someone right next to you. We often forget the agape love that exists. A lot of us are more focused on the romantic love, but we forget that there is the love of neighbor that has been instructed for us to have within ourselves. So when I tell someone you're amazing, I love you, I love that you exist, I'm happy for you, it doesn't entirely exude romantic vibes. It just shows that I am happy that you are existing, and I really look forward to you achieving more things and greater things in your life. Being kind of doing good for others doesn't even have to be financial. It can be as little as giving a compliment, it can be as little as helping them to pick up something from the floor. It could be anything at all, but make sure that you go out there ready to spread forth kindness and ready to help someone out there in any little way that you can. Pick up trash, give a compliment, say hi, give a smile. Yes, I know some people might interpret this wrongly. That aspect is out of your control. Explain to them that, look, this is a very random act of kindness that I decided to extend to you as a person who was also created by God. Now, do not misunderstand what I just gave you. So please pay it forward and be good to the next person. Set your boundaries. You don't have to do this to every single person. Be selective if you have to. But the thing is, go outside in the world, show kindness, be good, radiate God's love to other people, because a lot of people are really looking for these things but they don't see it out there. But when one person is able to show an act of kindness, a lot of times it changes their whole lives, and you don't even know that that little thing you did changed somebody's life, made them happier, made them want to live more, made them not to want to take their own lives again, made them see something worth working towards. As little as asking someone how they are and actually listening, because we are so fond of asking people how are you, and we really do not even care what comes afterwards. I'm seeing someone on the road, I'm like, hey, how are you doing? I actually do not care that they are, whether they're doing okay or not, and that's not how it's meant to be. If I'm gonna ask you how you're doing, I really want to know how you're doing. So since we kind of know that how are you is kind of like a vague question that a lot of people ask out of courtesy, that means we should put the intention and ask, how are you really doing? I really want to know. I want you to know that we can always talk about things, because a lot of people struggle to open up. But the moment you try to show that you can be there for them, maybe they might loosen up a little bit. And also be the person that they can confide in, and not the person that they tell something and then you go out there and broadcast their news, because that would just be crazy. That would just like scatter everything that you have genuinely tried to put out there, and that's not what we are aiming for. The world really needs a little more kindness out there. So be the person that will go into the world and share more of that and spread more of that every single day. All of these habits, all of these tips are really little, but if you look at them in retrospect or in hindsight, you realize how huge and how much of an impact they actually do, or they actually give to you as a human being, and even to the people around you as well. And it really doesn't take anything to want to be a better person. So just to put all the points that we've talked about in this video, first off, journaling, put your thoughts together, write it down. Secondly, go for walks. They are really important, they are magical, they help you to embrace nature and feel even better than you probably were inside. Thirdly, be an observer. A lot of things are happening around you, in the little things that are out there, the trees, the sand, the wind. Every single thing has something happening to them, and a lot of times you probably want to slow down and see how much beauty life carries. Next, you want to take small steps in everything you're doing and remind yourself that you are not in control of every single thing. So focus on the things you are in control of and take little steps in all the goals that you really want to achieve, because little steps compound into mega vibes. And finally, be kind and do good to others. Give a compliment, say hi, pick up trash, help someone pick up something from the floor. The littlest things really goes a long way. It really matters. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are subscribed. If you're not, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and also drop a comment. Let me know one of these habits, which of these habits that you really love, that you really are going to try very, very, very soon. So yeah, once again, if you're new here, my name is Claire, and you are at the best space possible towards getting to be the better version of yourself, discovering yourself, and just living a little better every single day. I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.